Hey there, are you tired of feeling like there's never enough time in a day? Do you find yourself constantly stressed and overwhelmed by your never-ending to-do list? If so, you're not alone. Many of us struggle with managing our time effectively, but the good news is that it's possible to make time work for you instead of against you. In this video, I'm going to share some tips and strategies for taking control of your time and using it to your advantage. But before we dive into the specifics, I want to talk about why this is so important. First and foremost, managing your time effectively can lead to increased productivity and less stress. When you have a clear sense of your priorities and how you're spending your time, you can make more progress towards your goals and feel less overwhelmed by all the tasks on your plate. But it's not just about being more productive. When you take control of your time, you can also create space for the things that matter most to you, whether that's spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or simply taking care of yourself. So, if you're ready to make time work for you and not the other way around, stick around. I'm excited to share some actionable tips and strategies that you can start implementing today. 1. Identifying your priorities. This is an essential step because it's impossible to make time work for you if you're not clear on what's most important to you. Start by taking some time to reflect on your values and goals. What matters most to you in life? What do you want to achieve? Once you have a sense of your priorities, you can start to prioritize your time accordingly. This means being intentional about how you're spending your time and making sure that you're dedicating enough time to the things that matter most. One way to do this is to create a to-do list or schedule that reflects your priorities. For example, if spending time with family is a top priority, make sure that you're scheduling in regular family time and not letting other tasks or obligations take over. Of course, it's important to be realistic and flexible when it comes to your priorities. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things come up that require you to shift your focus. But having a clear sense of your priorities can help you make more informed decisions about how to spend your time and ensure that you're not neglecting the things that matter most. So, take some time to reflect on your values and goals and start prioritizing your time accordingly. Trust me, it's a game changer when it comes to making time work for you. 2. Identify your time wasters. Time wasters are those activities that eat up your time without providing any real value. They can be anything from mindlessly scrolling through social media to watching TV for hours on end to procrastinating on important tasks. The problem with time wasters is that they prevent you from using your time effectively and achieving your goals. They can also contribute to feelings of guilt and stress, as you may find yourself falling behind on important tasks or neglecting your priorities. So, how do you identify your time wasters? Start by being mindful of how you're spending your time. Notice when you find yourself getting sucked into social media or mindlessly browsing the internet. Take note of how much time you're spending on activities that don't align with your priorities. Once you've identified your time wasters, it's important to take steps to minimize them. This might mean setting limits on your social media use or finding ways to reduce distractions when you're working on important tasks. One effective strategy for minimizing time wasters is to practice time blocking. This involves setting aside specific blocks of time for different activities, whether that's work, leisure, or self-care. By creating a clear structure for your time, you can minimize the risk of getting distracted by time wasters and ensure that you're using your time effectively. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate all leisure activities or distractions from your life. It's about being mindful of how you're spending your time and making sure that you're not sacrificing your priorities for activities that don't provide any real value. So, take some time to reflect on your time wasters and start taking steps to minimize them. Trust me, it's another game changer when it comes to making time work for you. 3. Create a schedule. A schedule is a great tool for managing your time effectively because it helps you stay organized and focused. It also ensures that you're dedicating enough time to your priorities and minimizing the risk of getting distracted by time wasters. When creating a schedule, start by blocking out time for your most important priorities. This might include work, family time, exercise, and self-care. Be realistic about how much time you need for each activity and be sure to schedule in breaks and downtime as well. Once you have your priorities blocked out, you can start filling in the rest of your schedule with other tasks and activities. Be mindful of your energy levels throughout the day and try to schedule tasks that require more focus during your peak hours. It's also important to be flexible with your schedule. Life is unpredictable, and things can come up that require you to shift your plans. The key is to have a clear plan in place so that you can adjust as needed without getting completely derailed. One important thing to keep in mind is that your schedule should be a tool to support you, not something that adds to your stress. If you find that your schedule is overwhelming or causing you to feel anxious, it might be time to reevaluate and adjust as needed. Remember, the goal of creating a schedule is to help you manage your time effectively and make sure that you're dedicating enough time to your priorities. So, take some time to create a schedule that works for you, and be prepared to adjust and adapt as needed. Trust me, having a clear plan in place can make all the difference when it comes to making time work for you. 4. Be efficient. Being efficient means getting the most out of your time and resources. It means working smarter, not harder, and finding ways to streamline your tasks and processes. One way to be more efficient is to prioritize your tasks based on their importance and urgency. Focus on completing the most important and urgent tasks first, and then move on to less pressing tasks. Another effective strategy for being efficient is to delegate tasks to others when possible. If you have colleagues or family members who can help you with certain tasks, don't be afraid to ask for their assistance. Delegating can help you free up more time and energy to focus on your priorities. It's also important to take breaks and recharge your energy throughout the day. Studies have shown that taking regular breaks can actually improve your productivity and help you get more done in less time. When it comes to being efficient, technology can be your friend. There are countless apps and tools available that can help you streamline your tasks and automate certain processes. For example, using a project management tool like Asana or Trello can help you stay organized and on top of your tasks. Finally, it's important to be mindful of your time wasters and eliminate them as much as possible. Remember, every minute you spend on a time waster is a minute you could have spent on something more important or fulfilling. By being efficient with your time, you can maximize your productivity and make sure that you're dedicating enough time to your priorities. So, take some time to reflect on how you can be more efficient with your time, and start implementing strategies that work for you. Being efficient can help you make time work for you in a way that you never thought possible. 5. Take breaks. Taking breaks might seem counterintuitive when it comes to making time work for you, but it's actually an important part of managing your time effectively. When we work for extended periods without taking breaks, our productivity and focus can start to suffer. We might find ourselves getting distracted more easily, making more mistakes, and feeling more stressed and overwhelmed. On the other hand, taking regular breaks throughout the day can actually improve our productivity and help us get more done in less time. Studies have shown that taking breaks can help us recharge our energy, improve our focus, and reduce our stress levels. So, how can you incorporate breaks into your daily routine? Start by scheduling in short breaks throughout the day. This might include taking a 10 to 15-minute break every hour or two, or taking a longer lunch break to recharge your energy. During your breaks, try to do something that helps you recharge and refresh. This might include going for a walk, meditating, reading a book, or just taking a few minutes to relax and breathe deeply. It's also important to be mindful of how you spend your breaks. Avoid activities that might be counterproductive, such as scrolling through social media or watching TV. Instead, choose activities that help you recharge and reset. Remember, taking breaks is an important part of managing your time effectively. By taking regular breaks throughout the day, you can recharge your energy and improve your productivity, allowing you to make the most of your time and make time work for you. In conclusion, making time work for you is all about being intentional and mindful with how you use your time. It's about identifying your priorities, minimizing your time wasters, creating a schedule, being efficient, and taking breaks. By following these strategies, you can maximize your productivity, minimize your stress, and ensure that you're dedicating enough time to the things that matter most to you. Remember, managing your time effectively is not about trying to do everything at once or being busy all the time. It's about finding balance and making time for the things that truly matter to you, whether that's your family, your career, your hobbies, or your personal growth. So, take some time to reflect on how you can make time work for you, and start implementing strategies that work for you. With a little bit of effort and intentionality, you can transform your relationship with time and start living a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Thank you for watching this video on how to make time work for you. I hope you found these tips and strategies helpful in managing your time more effectively and achieving your goals. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below with your own tips and strategies for making time work for you.